I've been talking about my trip coming up, and every day it gets closer, and I really can't wait. But I am flying international, going out of the country, and on my flight to where I'm going is with United. There are three flights, but at least it's all the same airline, so if something is delayed, I'll be covered. You know, they'll have to get me there eventually. And I know the dimensions for my baggage. On the way home, I'm not flying United. I'm flying out of a different city, so I made 2 one-way flights. Coming home from where I'm going to be, it'll be a different country and a different airline. The second airline coming home will be Icelandair. I've never flown with them, but I figure, you know, it was a good, the fare was okay. The fare was fair. And I didn't look ahead of time at the baggage sizes. I should have, but it's okay. It'll all work out. I think I have it figured out. Originally, I was going to take my new handy-dandy 4-wheeled piece of carry-on luggage that I bought as a carry-on, thinking I can use this on every trip I ever go to. Let me show it to you. Here it is. It's wonderful. It's a Rockland brand. It has the 4 wheels right there. And I thought this is going to be great. And it was for the, I guess now I've taken it on 2 trips. And I really like the spinner. That's what they call it. The spinner wheels, you know. So, for United, the size is, for a carry-on, 22 inches tall. Got my little tape measure here. So this would work. That's 22 inches. And this is the handle right back here. And that's fine because I have used it on Southwest and I think American, and they're all pretty similar. So this would work for United as far as the height dimension. The United width is 14. And with these little knobbies sticking out, it comes right to a little less than 14. Yeah, even with this handle over here, because it kind of flattens down a little. This would work for that. And then there's the depth, how deep the suitcase is. And it's got this little pop out over here, kind of like on an RV. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a little bitty bit, maybe an inch, 2. So the depth for United is 9 inches. And this is actually a little big. It's about 10 inches with this little pop-out portion. So I don't know if I could have used this on United anyway. But I'm not taking it, because I certainly can't use it on Icelandair. Let me tell you their dimensions, and I'll put these up on the screen. Okay, for the carry-on, it can be 21.6 inches tall. So that's it. So this will not work. Just that extra little 0.4 or 4 inches, 6, maybe 8 inches to make it 22. That wouldn't work. So it's out already. But check out the width, 15.7. So this would work for the width. But how deep it can be, this part across, 7.8. That's right here. That's like way over here. Can you see it? It's, you know, all this part could not go. They'd have to cut it off, or, you know, I'd have to check the bag. So this one is out. Doggone it. I love it. But it's not going with me because I'm not paying the extra luggage fee. And on Icelandair, it's $75. No, I would have bought a better ticket. I got the cheap economy light ticket. So I would have bought a different ticket in the first place that included a checked bag or something. Not gonna pay it. So then I started getting out different bags I had to see what would work. Here's one, and I'll lower this a little bit so you can see it. That's just a tote bag with a nice sturdy zipper. It's canvas, it's really nice. And for the carry-on, needs to be 21.6. This would work. Yeah, lots of room left at the top. It's not tall enough to be a problem. How about the width? It can be 15.7. And I'm just gonna do this at the bottom. And it is a little less than 13 down here across. So that would work, but check out the width of this. It can be 7.8 inches deep. And it is 8.5 inches, 8.5. And I have it full, but it's not like cram packed. So this one won't work either. And I packed it all with the stuff I'm taking. Nope, it's out. I have a box under my bed of different bags and stuff. I found this satchel type thing. I figured the handle can be tucked behind it. That won't count. It's not very deep here, so I knew it might win that because I think otherwise it's good. I know the height of this is fine. That's not 21 inches. But let's measure the width for the carry-on. This is not a personal item. This is a carry-on. I'm trying to get something small enough. Okay, it's fine. It's about 14 inches. And the Icelandair carry-on width is 15.7. So this one would work. And then I crammed this full of clothes and everything. And it can be 7.8. And this would work. Even if I crammed it really full, it would probably be about 6 inches if I really made it bulging. But look at it, it's not that big. It's like a big purse. It's got one big, pocket in here and some little things. It's meant more like for a laptop bag or something, I think. So I was thinking, okay, I'll use this and I'll just use another personal item that I'll cram full of stuff. So this is a contender for the carry-on, not a personal item, the carry-on. So I kept putting clothes in it, taking things out, thinking, okay, what could I do to make this work realistically? Because it's going to be a 3-week vacation. Can I get 3 weeks of clothes in here? I could, and I might, but I don't have to now because I went on Amazon and I found 2 different bags that would work, and I bought one. Let me show you. I bought this. It was just $20 on Amazon. It's a travel backpack, and I'll just close it up so that we can measure it easily. And it opens like a suitcase. It's kind of nice. I like that. So this is it. Not very deep. See that? And it has these handy dandy straps that you can tighten up to kind of suck it in like a belt. If you eat too much, you put a belt on and go, "Ugh." It's kind of like that. So let's just go ahead and measure the width, the depth here across on the sides. Remember, it can only be 7.8 inches, and this one I'm going to allow a little bit for that handle, the strap back there. Here is 7.8. It hangs off the edge. So this is going to work just fine. I haven't packed it yet, but I'm going to make it work. And otherwise, it can be 21.6 inches tall. It's only about 15 and a half. And it can be 15.7 wide, and it's about 13. So I'm good. This one's gonna work. But I'm gonna have to get all my clothes in this bag. And I'll just show it to you real quick. I'll bring this up closer and lower this. So I really do like it. It's just I could either carry it by the handle or I can wear it as a backpack. And it has cushioning here up by your shoulder blades and on this portion down by your back. So that should make it more comfortable. And then, it, like I said, it has these little straps to suck in the width in case I have it bulging or something. But you open it up like a suitcase, and I really like this. And it's got a little pocket over here for a water bottle. But it opens up, and on this side, there is this, it's called a wet bag. You can put dirty clothes in there, I guess. Or if you went swimming or something, you could, you know, put wet things in there. Then on this part, it has a big pocket here that goes halfway down, a little zippered pocket, two little pockets right here. Then it opens up. How do I get to it? I know I did it before. Oh, on this side, you unzip it, and this flap goes down. On this side, there are two zippered pockets, one with mesh and one solid, that will hold things. And then this is the base of the suitcase or backpack part, where I will cram 3 weeks of clothes right in there. So what do you think? Is that crazy? I think it's kind of crazy. It's a tiny depth that they require. So here's what I decided I can do. I found a large Bagolini purse that I hadn't used in a while, but it is pretty big, but it fits the personal item dimensions for Icelandair. 15.7 inches up and down, 11.8 inches across, and 5.9 inches deep. And I'm just going to measure that again. I keep measuring everything, thinking, did I do that right? So I am going to have to be careful not to overfill this, because if it expanded all the way, it would be 7 inches. And I can only have, for a personal item, 5.9. So I'm taking a tape measure with me, probably a cloth one for like sewing, so it doesn't take up a lot of room, because I'm not gonna have a lot of room, in case you hadn't noticed. But I could get this to work. I can not overfill it. So this is my personal item, just a big purse, and this small backpack is my carry-on. And those are basically what I need to use on the way home. So what I decided, because I sit and think about all this stuff when I have something like this going on, United lets you use a larger carry-on and a larger personal item. So what I think I will do, I was talking to a friend, and she suggested, because I said I have bags, I could take one of those with me and then leave it there. You know, I could take another bag as my personal item and put my purse in it, because they don't let you carry 3 things on. It has to just be 2. And I said, so I could take one of my old backpacks or a bag I don't care about with me and take more stuff and then just leave it there and not bring it home, because I wouldn't have room for it. I couldn't use it, and I didn't want to fold it up and bring it home. And she said, or do you have any tote bags that you don't care about? You know, that one of my bags I might not want to leave, but a tote bag, yes. I have some kind of cheap ones, and since it's all going to be carry-on, I'll be in charge of it. It's not going to go through the checked baggage ordeal, you know, that happens. So I think that's a great idea, is to use a larger tote bag that will fit the personal size dimensions. Actually, I think my new backpack would fit the personal size, so I could use an even bigger one. But I don't want to, because what I'm going to do is I will take a tote bag and I will take some clothes with me that I don't care about. I'll wear them while I'm there, and then I will leave them there. I will wash them, leave them at the last place I stay. They can throw them in the trash. They can do whatever they want with them. So I think I have solved my luggage problems. Have you ever flown on an airline like Icelandair that has very restrictive luggage sizes? I'd love to hear about it, because I didn't know about this ahead of time, or I would have probably looked into it more and decided then, because I was kind of freaking out thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to take all my stuff? Which I'm a light packer anyway. It's not a big deal, but you know, I'm just going to have to I'm thinking I already have a pair of pants that I can take and wear that I don't care about. I could just leave them. And I may be able to cram everything into this. I just don't want to be charged for a checked bag. So I will make sure the size is what they're looking for. I don't want there to be even a centimeter or an inch of, you know, anything they can argue with. So let me know in the comments what your experience with baggage has been, if you've ever had any problems, or, you know, how you get around these kind of restrictions. If you haven't been here before, I'm Peg, and this is Do It Myself Peg. I like to do just about everything I can for myself. I'm a control freak, and I just talk about my life and things I'm doing and things I've done. So if you haven't, if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great, and like this video if you like it. And I will see you next time.